Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will be discussing about constant head permeability test which is suitable for coarse grained soil because the pore space between the coarse grained soil is much higher or the void ratio is much higher and water can easily seep through it. Permeability is defined as the ease with which water can flow through the soil. So coarse grained soil have higher permeability, and in case of coarse grained soil we perform the constant head permeability test. For soils such as sand and gravel we generally perform this test. So we have an arrangement. This entire assembly is known as the permeameter. It has a inlet. For inlet, water tank is available from which source water is coming to this test, and we have an outlet, and there is a collecting tank below it so that the water which is coming out can be collected for measuring the discharge. And we have an arrangement of two piezometer, one at the top of the soil sample and one at the bottom of the soil sample. Here we place the soil sample in a mold. Here we have a mold which has an internal diameter capital D. This diameter can be calculated or measured using the vernier caliper, and we place the soil sample within this mold. If we have undisturbed soil sample, then we mold it according to the shape of this mold and place it within this mold. Otherwise we can for disturbed soil sample we can compact the soil according to the field density and place it in the mold. Now for conducting the test, constant head permeability test, first of all we need to maintain a constant discharge, that is a steady state flow condition has to be maintained. In the starting we allow the water to run through this sample so that the soil gets saturated and steady state is achieved. For determining whether the steady state is achieved or not, we should see that these head fluctuations in the piezometric head should be zero. That is, this head should be constant here and constant at this point also. In both the piezometer head should be constant. Then only we should start taking the reading, that is the difference between the two piezometric heads. So this will be the length of soil sample L, where the distance between the two piezometric tubes, that is L, will be the soil length of soil sample. And when the water will flow through this soil sample, it will, due to soil particles, it will face a resistance to its flow. To overcome this resistance, soil will expend some energy, and this expenditure of energy will be seen in the form of drop of head, that is delta H. We can measure this head delta H as the difference between the two piezometric heads. Now this difference between this piezometric head, these piezometric head delta H divided by the length of soil sample is known as the gradient and represented by I, which is delta H upon L. And then we can use the Darcy law, which says that Q is equal to KIA, where K is a constant known as the permeability of soil. A is the area of the mold or the soil sample. This we can find when we have determined the diameter. We can easily find the area as pi by 4 d square. For cylindrical mold it is pi by 4 d square. So in this way we can determine the area of this mold. And now we also know that what is the value of delta H and the length of soil sample, that is delta H upon L is also known. We need to know the discharge Q, and then using that we can measure the permeability of soil or the constant K. For this, determining the discharge, we have this collecting tank with an area AC. So suppose in time t, small time t, head of water collected in this tank, collecting tank, is H. So we can say the volume collected in time t is equal to, volume is equal to area into H, area of collecting tank into head, that is H. Now discharge is volume upon time, so we can say AC into H upon T. In this way we can measure the discharge that is coming out of this permeability test apparatus. So now we know Q, I and A, so we can determine the permeability. So K can be determined as Q upon I into A. To further simplify this expression, we can say K is equal to Q upon I. In place of I we can write delta H upon L into A. So we have expression K is equal to Q into L upon delta H into A. In this way we can determine the permeability of soil. Now this permeability is determined at any temperature or the lab temperature. We measure the temperature of water here, and suppose that the temperature at, we have measured this permeability at temperature T, so we can say this is KT. But according to Indian standard, we report the permeability of soil at 27 degrees Celsius. To measure that at 27 degrees Celsius, we can simply use the relation KT into mu T is equal to K27 into mu 27. So KT we have determined at temperature T the permeability of soil, so we can determine K27 as KT into mu T upon mu 27. So KT is the permeability you have measured, and mu T is the viscosity, coefficient of viscosity of water, and mu 27 is coefficient of viscosity of water at 27 degrees Celsius. These values you can find in standard tables, and finally you can determine the value of K27, that is the permeability at 27 degrees Celsius. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel